When I was young, I wanted everything that would lead me to this career of mine.
The acronym NCM stands for National Chamber of Milling, and it is the voice between the industry and government.
This is an industry association, and it is a non-profit organization. One of the things that was key in 2011 was to be able to position the National Chamber of Milling as an industry body of influence. Its intention is to represent the best interest of mill industry in South Africa. There was a strategic decision in 2011 to not delve into industry information, so the chamber is no longer dealing with information. We have managed to strengthen our corporate governance structures and procedures, and successfully managed to expand our volumetric growth by 54%. So that in essence was quite a key milestone that has been accomplished.
GMF, which is the Grain Milling Federation, became known as SAGMA, which stands for the Southern African Grain Milling Academy. Milling is a scarce skill. There is a need for millers to be trained. Both wheat and maize are basic commodities, and in the case of so many people is the basic foodstuff on which they survive.
About 2 years ago, we started with the new modules where the learners could find it easy to learn. And it was the old modules that we had to break down into simpler versions with the new concepts that are coming up.
The whole SAGMA module, it's better, and each and every single chapter there's an internal assessment, so you can assess yourself. The GMF didn't have that. It was only a book, and then you had to study from A to Z. It's important to see the machines and to know what the function is. Yeah, you can read everything in the module book, but once you see it in motion, you just get a clearer picture, and then what you've read and what you've seen, it all links together. So the SAGMA is much better.
So we put up a program where we went to train millers, and then it was going to be properly structured because the older ones were not properly structured. You just came in, you went through the milling process on your own. There was no support base. We also have reviews with the learners where we check on their logbooks to see whether they are up to standard with the modules.
Now with the logbook, you know what to focus on. When you're in the mill, this is what you must learn. They start from scratch with you up until the end. So I think everything is well organized.
And then we checked up on assistance to the learnership. Then the learners can call any tutor anytime.
There is a mentorship. We can ask the tutors if we stuck with something.
One of the requirements that we have for a tutor to be appointed is that he or she must have done the course, and preferably the advanced course as well. The current tutor body that are involved with us, their years of service is 422 years of combined service that they have.
I've been in the milling industry now for 38 years, and I started tutoring 12 years ago. The reason why I went into tutoring is because there were not enough millers.
I think it's a very good job option because there's not a lot of people I know that's in the milling industry. So I would recommend this job for younger people so that we can have a lot of more millers in South Africa.
The course is trying to address from when the grain arrives at the site up until when it is a finished product that's put into a bag.
The first day here, I just saw that blend sifter. All I heard is that there are sieves there, but I did not know how everything worked. I did not know that there were a lot of steps to producing. I knew nothing. But after this course, SAGMA helped me a lot. Everything that I know is because of SAGMA and the millers. Yeah, I'm very happy that it's an accredited course.
SAGMA is now an accredited service provider for the company. Accreditation will give them the benefit of certain tax rebates. They will also be able to gain BEE points for the staff that they employ and train. And then for the learner, that person that gets accredited will of course get the certificate and become more marketable, because now all of a sudden he or she has a nationally accredited certificate. I'd like to see the SAGMA course grow and the tutor group, they'd like to see the combined years of service as a legacy that they leave behind.
The responsibility is very huge to make sure that the broader society is well fed. We are a nation that is yet to feed its society adequately.
I like everything about it. It's interesting to learn. There's so much more going on here than I know. So I'm learning every day.
It has been an interesting ride, seeing the learners doing this and enjoying them, and then seeing that they succeed. High quality millers are qualifying.
I'm very happy. We recently started working shifts with the millers so that when we are ready to run our own shifts, we can be able to deliver or do what is expected of us. I'm a person who likes learning. So after I complete this one, I want to go advanced course. Maybe I'll just go to being a head miller and maybe a production manager someday. And maybe if I have money, maybe I can start our own mill.